Hello, Susan K. Morrow here of susankmorrow.com, and I'm here to give free readings yet again. So for the next hour, I'm going to offer you some angel cards, and you can just tune in to, hold on a second, not quite prepared. You can look at the area to the left of the screen has a chat tab, and you can click on that and you can go chat in your question. If you need to sign up for the ability to chat, you may have to confirm your email address. And I'm still behind. Come on, let's load this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we can do that, and we can do that. All this technical stuff, right? I'm Susie Q&A. Because I'm Susie, you bring the cues and I'll provide the psychic gaze. Okay, I'm finally getting the technology going here. I hope you're glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. My goodness. Oh boy. Okay, so we've already got a few things going on. Okay, I'm going to try to be concise for everyone. Wow, we've got great. I'm glad to have y'all. Let's start with an angel card. Okay, we will start with an angel card, and this time I'm going to use the daily guidance from your angels. Also, oh boy, got an ad coming up, sorry. Okay, I'm using the Doreen Virtue daily guidance from your angels. These are available at bookstores and on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and so forth. And I think angel cards are a really good way to connect with spirit. You can always draw a few every day or just one every day, see how it guides your day. Okay, so we're going to set the tone for today and see what we get. Okay. Oh, I don't know which one to do. Okay, we'll do two of them. Okay. The first one is play. It says, sorry. Sorry. Huge card, sorry. Okay. Play, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Now that's interesting that it comes up on a Saturday, because we're here on a Saturday. And actually, that's pretty much what I've got planned for the entire weekend, is I'm going to shirk my duties after I finish up with you here today and go play. I'm playing with my niece at the Museum of Natural Science. She's visiting from out of town. And having some fun with my daughter, whose birthday is next week. So that's awesome. As for you, what does this mean to you? Can you take a break? You know, I put it on Facebook the other night. I spent an entire evening, and literally about 3 hours, sitting on my balcony, drinking wine, meditating, listening to music, playing a game on my phone, and just sitting there. Literally 3 hours. The weather was lovely, and it just was a micro retreat that I really, really needed. And so whether you rest or recreate, take that into consideration. Okay. The other card's a little more serious, I think. It's life purpose. It looks like it's got the guru sitting there. Life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Interesting the way that she puts that, right? I feel like life purpose is a tricky one. I know an angel reader who works a lot with people on life path and life purpose, and it's very important to people. It's probably important to you. And so what I like about this is that it says specifically, serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. And this is really important. When you're happy doing what you're doing, then those around you will be served by what you're doing. And the same for them. If they're doing what makes them happy and they're around you, then that's going to make you happy as well. And so we all have gifts and talents to share, and the gifts and talents that make us feel good when we use them are the ones that we ought to be doing. That's a whole other story. But anyway, I hope that guides your weekend well. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay. Nancy says, I am in love with him. Do you think we will get back together? I'm sorry, that was my phone. And I am going to allow you to call in today instead of chatting, so that might be a little bit better. Nancy, what? Okay, so you say, I'm in love with him. Do you think we'll get back together? And then you say, would like to know what is with this relationship. Do you think we can be friends? I was involved with the man for the second time. You recently called it off again with no reason. Well, Miss Nancy, you are just a mess, aren't you? Okay, here's what I'm getting for you. This is not uncommon for women to say, I love him, regardless of the situation. Um, you know, I know a woman who was divorced after, I don't know, 25 years, and her husband was terrible to her for the last 6 or 8 or 10 years of their marriage. And I said, well, why didn't you leave him? Because he wound up leaving her. I said, why didn't you leave him? She said, because I loved him. And I was going, okay, but he wasn't loving you, and you weren't loving yourself enough to get out of the relationship what you needed and wanted. You were not being served. You were not being loved. Nobody was loving you, essentially. And so that's kind of what I'm getting with you, Nancy. I'm actually not tuning into him very well, which is what usually happens. But just for you yourself, you need to find yourself. You need to be independent for a couple or 3 months so that you can find yourself and feel like you are whole and complete. Um, I feel like when you say I love him, will we get back together? Um, I think that your love for him you're confusing that with a dependence on him of some sort, you know, and maybe you need him to validate you or to treat you badly or whatever it is. But I think that it's an unhealthy relationship, and you would do better to learn to love yourself and feel complete on your own. It's really important. And you know, I mean, it took me 3 major relationships to figure all that out. So don't feel bad about it. Just let him go if you can. Okay, Ruth. Hello, Ruth. Ruth says, hi, Susan. Will my rental house sell by the end of August? Wow, that's really specific. I like the question. Ruth, if you could please give me just the street number of the house, then I can give you an answer. So if you'll just chat that in um, and let me know the street number of the house. You don't have to say the street name or the city or anything, just the number so I can tune in better. Okay, Kip, I was just told my business partners, let's see here. I think this is from last time. Yes, this is from last time. And so is Ruth's. I don't remember doing this 6 days ago. I've got a new message. Hold on. Roxanne, hi. I was supposed to answer this question for you earlier this week. Roxanne asks, what should I do next? This is a good question to ask, especially if you don't know what to ask and you don't want to waste your one question. What should I do next? What do I do next? What do I need to know? That's always good. Excuse me. Okay, so for Roxanne, you need to work on beautifying yourself and your surroundings. Okay, what you know, it sounds weird as I say it. I'm like, beautify. What does that mean? But it's a great time for you to get a mani-pedi, a facial, a haircut, change the color of your hair, a makeover, go shopping, that kind of thing. And also beautify your surroundings. So that may mean repainting a room, or it might mean, you know, getting a new piece of furniture, or a new painting, or a new pillow, throw pillow, you know, or something like that. But beautify yourself and your surroundings. That's what I'm getting for you. And like I said, it sounds strange to me, but so often when we do something that seems strange or insignificant or superficial, it actually shifts the energy the way that we need to get it going. And I have a feeling that maybe you're already feeling that you're already feeling like you are wanting to make over or redo or beautify or something like that. So that's what I'm getting for you, and I hope that that makes sense to you. Thank you. Geo, okay, what do I need to know? And hello. Hi, Geo. It's good. I'm glad to have you. Let's see here. Okay, the rest of these are old, right? Okay, right. Okay, Geo, let's talk about you. What do I need to know? Now, see, use that question that I said, you know, you can always use the question, what do I need to know? It's a good one. Okay, it's very vague to start with. I'm just getting clouds, images of clouds, and the word clouds. So let's go from there. You know, all the stuff that comes to me is usually symbolic, and I feel like it is for you as well. And it's about having your head in the clouds. And I don't know if you even recognize that expression, but having your head in the clouds. It's like you're just not really tuned in to the physical world. And remember that you can't separate the spiritual from the physical until your physical death. I mean, everything that's physical and material is also spiritual. There's spirit and energy and everything. So, so what that is meaning to me is that you need to get more grounded. You need to take part in more physical things. You know, one of the things that I will often recommend to people when they are floating away is to literally put your butt in the dirt. You know, now you can wear clothes. That's a good idea. But if you can sit on a rock or on the grass or at the edge of a body of water and put your feet in the water, something like that, it's very good for the soul. It'll kind of bring you down, and that's what they mean by grounding. It's earthing. So connect yourself, reconnect yourself with the physical and the material sides of you, and don't get so caught up in the spiritual and energetic that you lose sight of that side. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Da, 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 da. Okay, if you have a question, you'll find the chat tab over here under where it says Susie Q&A Phenom Webcast 7712, which I haven't changed the date. Sorry about that. Links mode disabled, blah blah blah. Tasha, I did not get your question. I've got it now, Tasha. So hang on a second. And Marty, right? Not sure if you received my question. Do you see me listing my house with a female or male? I have a neighbor who everyone lists with in this area, but I did not find someone who said they could see it in 2 weeks. Oh, I did find someone who said they could see it in 2 weeks. Okay, so that's an interesting question, Marty. And I know that you've been working on the whole idea of keeping and selling your house and moving and where to move and working and what kind of work to do and stuff like that. So a male or female, and so that's the specific. I think it's a woman. I think you're going to be listing with a woman. Yeah. Oh, could sell it in 2 weeks. Wow. Wow. You found someone who could sell it in 2 weeks. That's amazing. I am not sure that's best for you, actually. I think a little more time would be good for you emotionally, and don't know why. But I do see you listing it with a woman and going with a woman who is not too hustle, bustle, overbearing, you know, but a little bit more personable, down to earth, sympathetic. Okay, that's what I'm getting for that. So I'm glad you asked. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we got. Tasha, found out coworkers. Tasha says, found out coworkers were complaining about me while I was on vacation. That made me sad, kind of knocked the wind out of me. Yeah, well, I can see why. I mean, ugh, I hate that. All right, Tasha, you didn't really ask a question that I see, so you're welcome to chat that on in if you like. But just in general, okay, remember that we attract everything that comes to us. What comes to you comes from you. And so while you're on vacation, enjoying yourself, this is probably from feeling guilty about being on vacation, you know, which is pretty easy to do. We all think that we're not worthy of this and that, even though we say, oh, I'm going on a long, needed, well-deserved vacation, you know. Deep down, you may not feel worthy of that. And that's probably where that's coming from. These people around you are just serving you with the messages that you're putting out there to come back to you. So you've cast your bread upon the waters, and they've complied. And don't worry, because you do the same thing for them. I don't think that it's going to be a big problem for you. It's going to die down pretty easily. So I hope that that makes sense to you and that it works for you. And let me know how it goes. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Hi, Susan. What do I need to know right now? And this is from Reg01. What do I need to know now? Okay. Again, great question. I like it when people ask that question. Give me just a moment here. Taking a little break. Okay. Okay, good to know. I have to do some of this technical stuff sometimes and check on things and go over and say hi on Facebook. Okay, so Reg01, what do I need to know right now? By the way, if you're seeing ads or little ads pop up at the bottom or even full ads that come on, I do apologize. It costs a little bit extra to broadcast without those, so it's kind of like watching regular old commercial television. But eventually, hopefully not too long from now, I'll be able to broadcast without commercials, so that's good. Okay, Reg01, what do I need to know right now? Books, books, and lots of books. I'm seeing lots of books. There's, excuse me, especially one with a red cover that you are either reading or that you need to read. It looks to me like a hardback book with a red cover without a dust jacket. And this is what you need to be looking into really closely. The question comes up, could it be the Bible? It could be the Bible if you have a red bound Bible. And, you know, I'm not particularly religious, but I do find some things useful in the Bible from time to time. So yeah, you need to be reading and studying, and especially along the lines of spirituality, law of attraction, energy, all that kind of thing. Any kind of healing work that you're interested in, now is a really good time for you to be studying up on that, learning as much as you can. Yeah, keep going. Thanks very much, Reg101. Marty says, any chance you could tell me if the real estate agent's name is Paula, Marin, or May? Oh my gosh, how funny. No, but I'm getting an image of a woman with her hair piled on top of her head. So if one of those three women puts her hair up, you know, or has an updo in the back, that's the one. Okay? That's so funny. Really funny that you ask a very specific question and then that's the answer that I get. So that's cool. Thanks for asking. Okay, everybody. I have more questions. Okay, Tasha, what do I need to know now? Okay, did I not answer your question before, Tasha? Yeah, because I already talked about your coworkers and all of that thing. So I try to limit this to just one per person if you don't mind, but if there's some clarification that you need about the question I answered earlier, let me know. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what we got. If you would like to text your question to me, I can do that. Let me give you the phone number. I've got it here somewhere. If you'd like to text your question instead of chatting, that's totally fine with me. It doesn't matter to me if you do it that way. A question is a question is a question. Well, I thought I had it handy. I can always write it down again, that's for sure. And I'll put it in the chat box as well. We can try phone calls, but I'm not sure if that's going to work as well. Okay, so Tasha, no need to be sorry. I hope that that was not offensive to you. Okay, let's see. We've got the number up there. There we go. 512-657-1780. 512-657-1780. And I'm going to put it in the chat box as well. You can text me your message or text me your question if you'd rather. Okay, cool. I like doing this. It's fun. Okay, so if you are just joining us, there's a chat tab right over here on this side, to the left. Sorry, as you're looking at it, it's to the right, on the right of the screen. It would be nice if I could tell the difference, wouldn't it? So you can chat in your question right there, or you can text me at the number I just posted in the chat box. Okay, Mem Sahib, that's interesting. I would be interested to know why your name is Mem Sahib. I mean, maybe you're actually Indian, or maybe you're a fan of The Secret Garden. So that's, or maybe you're a fan of, I don't know, Gunga Din or Lawrence of Arabia. I don't know, but that's cool. Oh, a nickname an Indian friend gave to you. That's awesome. Well, you know, it is a term of respect. So that's good. Okay. And the day of your birthday. So Mem Sahib says, I am doing some illustration work for a lady with Tina, and curious how successful illustration is going to be for me. Great. Nickname an Indian friend gave to me. And the day of my birthday, named Tina. Oh, the 13th is the day of your birthday. Okay, with you. So she's Mem Sahib 13. That's her screen name. And so an Indian friend, Dots Not Feathers, gave her the nickname. And the 13th is the day of her birthday. Okay, so I'm doing some illustration work for a lady named Tina, and curious how successful illustration is going to be for me. Well, I think you've really found, I was about to say your niche, and then I thought that's kind of too strong a word, but you have found a niche for you. This is one of the many things that you can do and will do that will be fun and successful for you. I feel like that this particular project is going to be the last one for a little while. Like there'll be a gap, and then you'll get to do more illustration after that. So don't push it, don't force it. You don't have to. It will come to you, you know, like maybe a couple of months later. But yeah, it looks like a really good good thing for you to be involved with, especially if Tina is paying you. Yeah, that's definitely good. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, one of those weird little guidance things I just got for you. Use more purple, or if you're already using purple, that's a good thing. So more purple. I don't know, maybe you're doing pencil drawings, but I got use purple. So okay, there you go. Thank you very much. I hope that's helpful. You are drawing in pencil? Can you use a purple pencil? That's hilarious. I use purple all the time. All right, well, it's a good color. Purple for all of you is a very spiritual color. It pertains to the connection between you and God, universe, higher self. So it's that spiritual connection, that God within, the divine knowing that you have and that you can sometimes perceive and reach. And so purple is that kind of color. So Mem Sahib, that is that's good for you. And that, you know, I do a lot of work with the colors of energy, and I tell people about all the time about what color they have, you know, in their energy, or what's going on with this, different things coming in at them or coming out of them. And so if purple is a color you're fond of, it's kind of like an animal totem. If that's one of your favorite colors, it means you're very spiritual person. It's also the color of the mystic. It's also the color of royalty. And there's a whole other thing about spiritual categories that I haven't fully fleshed out, but spiritual royalty is one of them. And spiritual royalty it's like a soul category, and that's people who come here to expand the spirituality of the human race. So that looks like it's probably one of your jobs. So thanks for asking. That was very interesting, and I liked finding out about your screen name. That's fun. Okay, anybody else have a question? You can go over here to your right and look at the little box that says chat and click on that, and you'll see the questions. I've just posted my phone number if you'd like to text me your question. And then you can chat in your question. You may have to sign up to be able to chat. You might have to confirm your email address. You can do that. You can chat in here on the screen, or you can text me on my phone, which I just posted there. And if y'all will excuse me, I need a cup of water to wet my whistle. I'll be right back. I made it almost a half an hour without a drop. So, all right, who's next? This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this. If you like it, let me know. Facebook me or email me or something, and let me know that you're enjoying it, because I really want to do more of this. If you like it, I mean, if it's serving you, then let's do it. Oh, got a text. Okay, let's see what we got here. See, that's a fun thing to do, isn't it? I like having the technology to do this kind of thing. So Marty said, I love this. Thank you for doing this. Okay, thanks, Marty. I appreciate your input. Let's see here. I'm having trouble logging into Ustream. Okay, so whoever sent this, great. I'm glad that you texted me. Thank you for posting your number. I'm worried about my oldest son as he has not been himself. Is there something I need to know? Absolutely, yeah. You've got something going on there. You need to dig. You need to dig. It's your responsibility as mom, or possibly dad, but I think it's mom. It's your responsibility to dig, and even if you're afraid of what you're going to find, I keep getting it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility. I'm getting a big chill of confirmation with that. It is your responsibility to dig. So yeah, mom. Okay, she texted me. Yes, she is mom. I thought so. Yeah, you need to dig and impose and snoop and whatever you have to do. You definitely need to dig, and then everything's going to be okay. Okay, it's not just normal behavior at this stage of his life. It's something that you need to intervene. Okay. So I'm glad you asked, and I feel like I just affirmed what you already knew, just validated that, which is great. A lot of times that is what a psychic does, is to validate what you know. So that helps you to know that you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right thing. So that's why you asked. So thank you for asking. I appreciate it, and I wish you luck, and I know that everything's going to be all right in the long term. Okay? Okay, so she says, thank you, and you did. I validated what you already knew. Good, good, good. Glad to hear from you. If you want to send me your name so that I just know who you are, not so I can publicize that, we can do that. Time to clean his room, she says. Yeah, that's right, Mom. Get in there and clean the room. Okay, let's see here. Geo has chatted in. Funny you mentioned about the color purple. My room is decorated with many shades of purple, and I was wondering why I was so drawn to the color. Thank you, Susan. Well, see, now you know, Geo. It's the color of spirituality and spiritual royalty. So that's very cool. Okay, so I've got your name. Thank you very much If anybody else wants to text in or chat in, you can. As this lady, this mom, worried mom, was saying, she was having trouble logging into Ustream, and it was giving her some issues. So feel free to use my number to text me. I'm not ready to take calls, I think. I don't, since I don't have an assistant right now, I don't feel like, what if I'm juggling and, everything gets kind of confused and messed up. So if you want to text, that's totally fine. If you want to chat over here, that's fine too. Oh, got an ad. Hold on. Wow. Okay, I don't know if you're getting an ad at this time too, but I'm going to pause here because I am. So, so I don't know how it works. You may be getting an ad at a different time, so I'm just going to kind of chit chat. Okay. See how we're doing. Still got an ad going on. They could at least advertise things I'm interested in, right? Okay. All right, we're good. So y'all come on and ask your question. Just chat it in over here, or you can text me. If you look over here and you see the little button that says, the tab that says chat, underneath Susie Q&A Phenom Webcast, which I did not correct the date on, you'll see my phone number, and you can text me your question if you'd rather. That works too. Glad you're here. Welcome. Welcome to the people who just joined. Feel free to chat in your question over here under the tab that says chat. You may have to sign up. You might have to confirm your email address or something. If you'd rather, I just put my phone number. If you want to text your question to me, I'll be glad to read for you. Ooh, I just thought of something. We're about halfway through, so I'm going to draw another angel card for you. And again, if you have any comments about this process, I really am enjoying being here for an hour on a Saturday and answering some questions and doing some readings and throwing up some angel cards. Excuse me. So, if you like it, or if you don't like it, God forbid, if you don't like it, let me know. But yeah, I'd love to have any feedback. And I like the idea of maybe next time we'll be able to take some phone calls and put you on speakerphone and do it that way, because I do like having feedback from clients, and it's a little harder with texting or chatting. This time I'm drawing this card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue, PhD. She's brilliant. Look her up online and grab yourself a set of angel cards, whichever ones resonate with you. These are my favorites, as you know, if you know me at all. Okay, and here's another card to help guide your day and your weekend. It's a good one. It's a good one. Make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Oh, I love it. I love it. I got a big chill with it. So for you, what does this mean for you? Usually if I get this card in a private reading, then I will make a suggestion about what to wish for. But okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is supposed to be for you. Make a wish for clarity. For clarity. And that's interesting, that I would just get that specifically for everybody. And I mean, I feel like I'm talking to one person. Maybe you feel like I'm talking directly to you. I hope you do. And I am. This is for you. This is for you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Make a wish for clarity. Now, if your gut feeling tells you, oh, I don't need clarity, I need money, or I need shoes, or I need a different job, or I need, make a wish for what feels comfortable to you. But clarity, if you wish for clarity and you get clarity, so often that will open other doors and give you answers to things that you've been looking for answers to. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. If you have a question and would like a reading, feel free to use the chat function over here, or you can text me at the number that I've put in the chat box. Look for the little tab that says chat. Oh, okay. Just found out that Charming Charlie is having a clearance sale, buy one, get one free. I think I'll have to stop off there later. Although, I'm pleased with this necklace that I borrowed from my daughter. So I've got an ad in the way. I can't see it. But anyway, yeah, I'm pleased with it because I'm wearing kind of an awkward thing under here. Anyway, let's see here. The ads seem to happen at 15-minute intervals. Thank you, Reg101, Reg01. I appreciate you letting me know that, and that way I can be prepared. So thank you, since I hadn't taken the time to figure that out. Okay, well, good. We know we've got about, I don't know, I guess that gives us another 11 minutes. Awesome, thank you. You're welcome, she says, or he says. I'm not sure. Awesome. Okay. And what do we have? Let's see here. I'm going to go look on Facebook really quick, see what's going on. Isn't this great? I love being here with y'all for doing this. And you know, it's sort of like the Facebook Phenom, which will be coming up on the 24th, and that's when I type my answers instead of answering you like this. And it's on Facebook, on my Facebook page, which I will put in the chat box right now. Mosaic Time YJ says, hi there, sweetie. It's Yvette. Love this. Hi, Yvette. I'm glad to see you. Okay, I'm going to put my Facebook page on there. Okay, there we go. So that's my Facebook page. On the 4th Tuesday of every month, I do the Facebook Phenom, where you can post a question and I'll answer it just like we're doing here, except I type, a lot of typing, which is fine. I'm a good typist. I also have a couple of things I can tell you about that are going on right now. I have the Essential membership in the Susie Q&A Club on sale for $45. And that's so that people who would like to get a Mystic Mail can get a Mystic Mail, because the Mystic Mail, which is a channeled message that I do for you, is only available now to club members. That's it. So you've got to be in the club. So I wanted to make it really easy for you to get in the club, and that is one of my birthday presents to you, because this is my birthday month. Okay, Mosaic Time YJ Yvette says, I popped in and you said clarity. Wow, that must have been what I needed right then. Yep, needed that clarity. See, there are no accidents. You're absolutely right, Yvette. That is so perfect. I'm so glad that you tuned in right at that moment. It's perfect. And I feel like it's probably perfect for everybody else who saw it as well. So I'm thrilled about that. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. I gave you my Facebook page, and we've got the Phenom happening. Let's see here. If you would like to text me instead of using the chat feature over here, you can text me. I'll put my number in again. And so that's fine. And like I said, I think next time we'll see if I can maybe actually take some phone calls, put you on speakerphone, and we can have a little interaction that way. I think that'll be really fun. So I see that, you know, most of you are liking this event. Is there a better time for you? Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Wednesday evening, Tuesday evening? You know, when would you like to do this? Now, I know that if I do an evening, that my friends in Australia can join us. Like right now in Australia, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. So, you know, most of my friends over there are not going to stay up for that. So, you know, give me some feedback. I mean, if you like Tuesday evenings or Wednesday evenings or, you know, Saturday afternoons, let me know. Don't ever ask me to do anything before 10 a.m. I'm just rotten before 10 a.m. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. What else have we got? Like I said, the Susie Q&A Club, now there are 2 levels, and the Essential is currently on sale for $45 so that you can get in, get a Mystic Mail, get discounts on all my services for a whole year. Let's see. Reg says the Facebook address and email address are showing as censored. Interesting. Okay. Well, good. I will. Thank you for letting me know. That's very interesting. I'll do it like this. There. Now you'll have to type that into your URL, or you can also search Susan K. Morrow on Facebook, or, you know, Susan Okay, Morrow on Facebook, and it'll come. Okay, and then the email address. Let's do it like that. Okay, so there you go. You can always reach me that way, and you can text me right now. I may not always respond to your texts. What clever about that? You know, I tell you what, Reg, I've been doing my own website for so many years that I've learned some little tricks like that. If you don't want the spammers and the spoofers to pick up your email address, you do stuff like that, so that that they don't find it. You know, that's an automated thing that goes out on the web, and it looks at your website, and if it finds a phone number, an address, an email address, it's going to grab it, and so then you can wind up getting spammed or spoofed or phished. And so, yeah, you learn little tricks like that. Anyway, we've only got about 20 minutes left. I know we're going to have an ad in 3 minutes, according to the smart person who noticed that. So, sure, Reg, I mean, if you have a website, I tell you what, I've got a ton of experience with it. And the other day, I do some work for my dad. He's a comedian. And so he has a pretty simple, straightforward website. It's just a few pages, got a little video, got a little bio, you know, contact information. And so I was telling him, I said, you ought to put, you know, your CDs and DVDs on your website. And he said, oh, well, that's a good idea. And so I said, well, you just do this, and then you could just put this up here, and then you do that, and then you ship it, and you add $2 for shipping and handling. It's done. And so he said, okay. And he's really pretty good with this sort of thing. But he said, would you do that? So I said, sure. So I just went and threw that up on his website. And it took a little effort because I hadn't used that platform before. But I figured it out, you know, and I got it done and put a PayPal button on there. And yeah, so little did you know, not only am I psychic, but I'm also, you know, a website maintainer. I'm not a designer, but I'm a maintainer. I can do a little HTML. I'm also very good with cars. And you know, this is interesting. I've thought about this recently because not only am I mechanically inclined, and so every time something happens to my car or one of my children's cars or whatever, I learn something, but I'm also intuitive about cars. And so I thought, you know, I should call Click and Clack, and I don't know if you're familiar, they're these two mechanics who have a radio show. I should call them up and offer to help them out when they can't figure something out. I'll put my intuitive cap on and tell them what's wrong with their car. So yeah, if you have a problem with your car, ask me, and I might be able to diagnose it without ever seeing you or being anywhere near you. It's kind of a funny thing. Okay, it's almost ad time, it looks like. So y'all come on now. If you have any questions, you can text me or chat in using the chat feature over here. Look for the little tab that says chat. Now I'm not supposed to have any copyrighted material, but I will say that my daughter and I were singing the Indiana Jones theme song yesterday, and so it's kind of stuck in my head. That and the Darth Vader theme, you know. Yeah, so I won't sing those little John Williams copyrighted compositions. Okay, so we're still doing live psychic readings. Tune in, chat in your question, or text to the number that I've put in the chat box there. Oh, good. Uh-oh. Sorry. Technical issues. Yvette says, not having problems with the car, just other stuff. Well, do you want to ask me a question, Yvette? I mean, you got the clarity thing. That's great. But do you want to ask a question? I'll be happy to read for you. Oh, ad time. Oh, it tells me on there that the ad starts in 2 minutes. So we've got 2 more minutes. Yeah. Looks like we're going to have a commercial. Yeah. Well, go ahead and chat in your question. Yvette says, looks like we are going to have a commercial. I just can't seem to find the focus that I need to direct me where I should be working. What should I be doing? You know what? It seems like that is the question on everyone's mind. And if the commercial interrupts, then I'll pause. But it does seem like everybody is feeling some of that. And you know, I feel like it is part of the bigger picture where this shift in consciousness that we've been undergoing for some time that is, going to come to a culmination before too much longer is making us restless. It's making us feel like I don't know what to do next. And I see that a lot with a lot of people. So it's not that, I'm not saying that that's the answer to your question. I'm just saying that seems to be the problem. I just can't seem to find the focus that I need to direct me where I should be working. What should I be doing? Okay. Okay, this is going to sound very mundane, but I give you what I get. And that is that you need to go for a drive. And I don't know if you like to go for a drive or why I'm getting that. I mean, we were just talking up. Commercial time. Everybody stand by. Stand by. We're still here. You can chat in your question over here on the right side of your screen. Oh, look at that. That was a quick one. Or you can text me at the number, which you can scroll up in the chat tab and find that. So Yvette, about what you should be doing, you need to go for a drive. And that's for some reason, I don't want you to feel like I'm looking for something. Just feel like I'm going for a drive. And just get out and go where the road takes you. And I don't know, but where that's going to be. Maybe you're going to drive out 183, or maybe you're going to drive over to Pflugerville, or I don't know. Maybe you'll drive down south. Whatever it is that you're looking for is there. You just need to be paying attention, and your focus will come back. And I feel like you've had a fluctuation of an ability to focus throughout your life. Like sometimes you're just very, very pointed at what you're doing, and sometimes you're a little bit more, like that, like you are now. So it will come back, and trust that about yourself. It will come back. You will be able to focus. I'm sorry I can't give you a specific thing about what you should be doing. That's probably going to take a little bit more digging, and maybe you and I can have a private reading, and I can help you with that. But your focus will come back and go for a drive. So, ta-da, that's the answer. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Thanks for asking. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left. Anybody has any questions? Let's see here. Going to the coast in 3 days. That is a drive, yeah. 4 hours on the road, wide open. See what comes up. I was driving down there one time. We went to Brownsville from Austin, so of course that's I-35 for a good part of the way, and then you take 77 or 70 something down, kind of down the coastline. And it was right about this time of year, because today is my wedding anniversary to my first husband, the one who passed away. And we got married in 1984 on this very date. And in fact, it was also a Saturday, July 14th, 1984. So that's cool. And so we would have been married 28 years today. Anyway, we were on the way down there, and it was right around this same time of year, which is also my birthday month and my daughter's birthday month and my late husband's birthday month. And, and we were on the way down there, and things kept happening. Like when we were going through San Antonio, my late husband's favorite song by the Beatles came on the radio. And, I just happened to catch it. It was like just kind of pushing seek, and all of a sudden I just happened to catch it. And there were several other things that happened as well, but one of them I remember when we were coming back, I decided I needed to stop and take a break. And I just got off at the next exit and pulled up to a place called Labonte Park, Labonte. Well, the Labontes are NASCAR family. I think there are 2 of them, I'm not sure. Anyway, and so this park, they're from there, South San Antonio somewhere, Corpus Christi maybe, and it says, the park is dedicated to them, and their achievements in NASCAR. Well, my late husband was a tremendous NASCAR fan. He loved all car racing, but he really liked NASCAR a lot, and he liked the Levantes. And so it was just one of those things. If you pay attention, you see things that are put in front of you. And so when that happened, I don't even remember why I pulled off the road. What I was stopping for. It wasn't to go to the restroom. It wasn't a rest area. It was a little park. And I pulled off, and I was like, Levante. And then sure enough, it said something like dedicated to Terry Levante and the other one whose name escapes me, because of their whatever they've done, their contributions to this city and so forth. And I thought, Tim made me get off here. He's saying hello, So pay attention. That's so important. And Yvette, I think you're going to have a really, really good time at the coast. I hope so. It'll be a really nice break for you. And the weather won't fully cooperate, but that's okay. Take a journal, or if you have a blog, and if you don't, why don't you, Missy? You should have a blog. And write some thoughts down while you're there. If it's raining and you can't go to the beach, write some stuff down and share it. Put a note on Facebook and let everybody know what you're thinking. You've got stuff to say, so say that. Okay, we're getting low on time, so if anybody has any questions, wants a reading, okay, let's see. Good job, Yvette. She says will do. Okay. Okay, we're going to wrap up here in just a few minutes. Like I said, earlier when I drew the card about play, I'm spending time with my niece today. We're going to the Houston Museum of Natural Science, which is one of my favorite places, and they've got some new exhibit about tombs and something. I'm not sure what it is, so we're going to go have fun with that. Maybe go to the Museum of Fine Arts. If the weather will hold, we might go over to the zoo because it's nice and cool, but it's been very, very wet in the Houston area. We've had flooding and lots of rain, and I saw the headline on CNN yesterday that said most of the country is in a drought, and I'm like, are you kidding? Noah's building the ark out here, which we're not in a drought over here at all. If anything, it's going to turn into a jungle or a swamp or something like that. So it's been a really good summer. Last year we had a heat wave. This year we've got rain and cool temperatures. The only thing is we can't go swimming. Too bad. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to wrap things up since I don't have a question. Oh, Reg, yes, she says, bring it to Colorado, please. Yeah, I know y'all need rain desperately. I know. And that was what it was last year here in Texas, where we had those horrible fires. And my heart really goes out to y'all for all the wildfires and the problems and the losses. It will get better, I promise. I promise. By the time you're going to have a lot of snow this winter, and it's really going to help with the dryness. So by the time fall comes around, you're going to be out of danger, and it'll get better, I promise. Okay. Last year when we were having the heat wave, my mom said, oh, she's such a doomsayer, she's like, oh, what if this turns into a desert? I mean, it's climate change, and we could become a desert. You're welcome. It could be a desert. And I said, not in our lifetime. It's not going to be a desert. She said, well, it could. You don't know. And I said, yeah, I do know. It's going to start raining in October, and it's not going to stop until we're out of the drought. And that's exactly what happened. And now we have more rain than we can handle. So everybody just relax. Don't stop doing all your green climate stuff. Do all that. Be good to Mother Earth. But don't worry so much. Worry just makes it worse. As Abraham says, worrying is like praying for something you don't want. So remember that. I'll leave you with that quote. Oh, y'all want one more card? How about one more angel card before we're done? See what this means for your day and your weekend and your trip to the coast and your drought in Colorado and your rain in Houston. Marty says, wanting to wish you happy birthday, whatever day it is in July, and thank you for the gifts you're offering. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much, Marty. I really appreciate it. And I've already had my birthday last week, and it was wonderful, but this month is going great. So I'm in feliz cumpleaños. Muchas gracias. So I'm really enjoying, being the birthday girl. It's fun. Next year I turn 50. So it's going to be huge. We're having a big old celebration, and I don't even know yet what it's going to be. But stay tuned. Okay, here's your card. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. This is also from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. Brilliant Doreen Virtue. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Yeah, you know, this is just confirming what I just said about not to worry about climate change and the environment. Do what you're doing. Take the positive steps, but don't worry. And then the card pops up and says exactly the same thing. So have faith. Follow your guidance. You're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. We're more than okay. We're moving into the time of man when everyone will have a much greater chance for prosperity, and the global community becomes closer and becomes a better family. So it's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to have positive changes happening. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. I loved doing this. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to do it some more. We definitely are. So let me hear from you. Email me, Facebook me, go to my website, you know, at susankmorrow.com. I think everybody knows where to find it. I'm going to put it in the chat box one more time. Just in case you have any trouble spelling it. Morrow is like tomorrow, not like bone marrow. So, you know, I didn't pick it. Okay, I didn't pick it. Maybe I should be somebody else. But there you go. You'll find me at susankmorrow.com. And until next time, I can't wait to see you next time. But until then, be good.